So what can you do? Well, I'll just say this. There is something you can do to help stop the ethnic cleansing and genocide, or at least the financial support of the ethnic cleansing and genocide, because call it the Islamic State, call it ISIS, call it Al-Nusra, call it the Islamic Front, call it the Free Syrian Army. America has trained them in Libya years ago to fight in Syria, and they went off into these different groups. They'll have the same black flag. It's a choice between Assad or Islamist State. That's the choice. And we saw it happen in Egypt, and Egypt had the power to overthrow it because it happened quickly through democracy, and suddenly, this time it's coming through force of arms. You can write your congressman, your senator, your mayor, a handwritten letter. They say the politicians consider that to be representative of at least 1,000 people. I think it's more. I think it's like 5,000 people now. But a handwritten letter saying, stop all funding to the Free Syrian Army, stop all pressure on Syria and Bashar al-Assad, or even support Bashar al-Assad. Stop no more funding. Because there is secret funding, but they want to have public funding. You need to act immediately. Or would you prefer to say that when you look back at this, that you did nothing to help? Maybe you didn't pick up a gun to fight. That again, people make videos good to make people aware, but then how do we do something? This is the first step. If you don't want to actually pick up a weapon to defend the widow, the elderly, the orphan, the defenseless, the toddler, the pregnant women that are being slaughtered and killed, to defend the hospitals and the churches and the nurseries, then at least let your tax dollars not go to funding groups like the Free Syrian Army, Al-Nusra, Islamic Front. Oh, they might be fighting ISIS now, but it's just the fighting amongst themselves is just for who's to take power in Syria. The ethnic cleansing is happening right now, and when they get power, it will be done. Alright, peace to you, and may God save Serbia and Syria. But let me leave you with these thoughts. Christ in Luke 22:36 said there would be a time that you need to sell your coat to buy a sword. And James says, what good does it do you if you bid your neighbor peace, but do nothing to help him when he is hungry? Well, what about when he's dying, or a woman being raped? You bid them peace and do nothing to help them. And then again, in Isaiah, we are commanded to defend the widow and the orphan. There's a reason why Peter was to sheath his sword. But it is time we put down the cross of Saint Alexander and Saint Peter and pick up the cross of Saint George or Saint Theodore. Peace to you. Or is that even proper to say? Write your congressman, your mayor, the senator, the president of the United States a handwritten letter, not typed, handwritten. A handwritten letter gets far more attention, and it goes right on the desk of the representative or senator or congressman, even the United States president. Peace to you. Take it easy. And especially if you're a Democrat, tell them that you're a Democrat. I will tell them that. I'll tell my voting record. They can check it out if they wanted to. Take it easy, and please do this for the sake of Syria and Lebanon and Iraq and the people who were ethnically cleansed, like the Assyrians, the Mandaeans, and the Yazidis, and those who who are currently being ethnically cleansed, like the Antiochians and the Syriac, the Jacobite. At least the Maronite and the Melkite have somewhere to go. The Antiochians and the Syriacs have nowhere.